I just got to the gym, and like I said in the video last week, I wanted to go more in detail about my PCT and what I'm going to personally be taking when this cycle is finished. Before I get into talking more in detail about what I am going to be taking during my PCT, for any newbies who are starting or looking to get into a cycle, a PCT, post-cycle therapy, you know, the little short form acronym, I guess, like people don't want to say the whole sentence, helps raise your natural testosterone back to a normal level. There are 3 components when it comes to a PCT. One of the options is HCG, and HCG is commonly used during a PCT. So what HCG does is it stimulates your testosterone, and it helps your body increase its production of testosterone back to a normal level. Again, because it used to be normal, you go on a cycle, it's not normal, and then it's normal again. So the other 2 components that, you know, you could take during your PCT are, the one that I'm personally gonna be taking is clomiphene, it's Clomid, and then there's also Novadex. Both Clomid and Novadex essentially do the same thing as HCG. Holy moly, dudes, because it's so busy, like you could see like there's like a glass entrance. People are like staring at me, they're like, yo, what is this freak doing? Like somebody asks like, hey man, like what are you filming in there? I'll be like, I'm currently in school and they're looking for me to make a video about myself. Little do they know I'm talking about drugs. My PCD, like I said, is going to be Clomid. And essentially what that's going to do is it's going to prevent estrogen production when my cycle is done. And like I said, what Clomid is going to do is it's going to help my body increase its production of testosterone back to a normal level. For most people, they know that Clomid is very strong and intense and it shouldn't be used for too long. When I was on my off cycle, I think it was my first cycle, when I started to use Clomid, my PCT lasted for like 2 to 3 weeks. For Clomid to be effective, standard use is, you know, typically 50 to 70 milligrams. The brand that I'm using is 50 milligrams per tablet, so I take 1 a day. So for the first 2 weeks on my PCT, I was using 1 tablet a day, 50 milligrams per day. And because of its intensity, after the second week, for I think about the last week, 3 weeks, like the third week, I narrowed it down to half a tablet, so I was taking 25 milligrams after that. In terms of side effects with Clomid, I personally just noticed that my behavior and my emotions were over-exaggerated for like 3 to 4 weeks, which is like a long time. It's about a month of like your emotions just being all over the place. If I was happy, I was extra happy. If I was sad, I was extra sad. However, I know that one of the more common side effects to Clomid being your PCT is blurry vision. I personally never experienced blurry vision. I mean, I already have blurry vision as it is and I refuse to get glasses. I know I should get onto that and get glasses to protect my eyes. But I mean, blurry vision has been my side effect for most of my life. I'm going to be prepping my 3rd dose of testosterone with this brand new brand that I had bought maybe 2 to 3 weeks ago. The first time around, I took my first dose and I felt like a pack of chicken breasts that you leave in the fridge for maybe more than a week and, you know, it starts to stink and it starts to kind of like change color. I felt exactly like that, like an expired piece of meat. Then I took a 2nd dose of this brand new testosterone. This is Test Sit, by the way. And as if nothing happened. If anything, I was like more amped, more excited, more pumped. Now I'm gonna be prepping my 3rd dose. I just took an alcohol pad. I'm just gonna clean the rubber top just to make sure there's no bacteria lingering around. With this testosterone, I definitely can say that, you know, it's been up and down, so I will give a more in-depth update maybe in a couple of weeks when I do start to feel it kick in. However, right now I'm just kind of like the guinea pig for this testosterone. As for the Anavar, I haven't experienced any problems with this Anavar. I can definitely say the benefits of Anavar have kicked in, and I noticed it a little more drastically yesterday when I was at the gym. Also, because we're clear on the test, It's given me no more problems. I mean, cross your fingers, I'll definitely update. This is my 3rd dose. Because I was in the clear the 2nd time around, I am going to up my dosage for the week. I was taking 0.5 just to kind of test it to see if my body would react. This time around, I'm gonna do what I normally do when I start test, and that is begin with 0.7 and then eventually up it to 1. I was at the gym yesterday and I was working out triceps, but I kind of added in a little bit of chest in just to kind of concentrate on that for a minute too. Let me just get the bubble roonies out, at least like the big ones, just so they're not lingering around. So after I did a bench press, I wanted to kind of warm up my triceps. So I took a barbell. It was either a 50 or a 60 pound. Oh, who am I kidding? It was probably like 20 pounds, you know, like judging by my size. No, it was like 50 or 60. I'm gonna say it was, I think it was 60 because I was doing 50. I was playing around with the 50s, I think last week or 2 weeks ago. I took a barbell yesterday. I took, yeah, like I said, it was a 60. And I just kind of like did raises. I went for my next set. And I was like, for some reason, I felt like there was this energy, like I've always said, this bombastic energy and this strength that just like kicked in right away. And it was weird because I did think to myself, I was like, oh shoot, like I could go more. Let's up these weights. Let's see like what I could do. So I grabbed the 70, which keep in mind is still pretty heavy. I mean, like I'm still pushing it with the 60s. Like from my side, people are gonna be like, man, you could probably hardly do a 10. Grabbed the 70 with like out hesitation. I picked it up. I like threw it behind me and just kept going at it. And then I put it down. I thought to myself, I was like, that was pretty hardcore, like intense. I mean, like some people who are watching this are probably like, bro, like I could probably do like a 100-pound like barbell and like go at it like for like 2 hours. Yeah, Buster, whatever. Like I'm just slowly getting around to up my weights. But like I said, it was like the strength and the energy, and I'm assuming it came from the Anavar because I have been taking Anavar for about almost 3 weeks now, and I just like went at it with a 70, and I've never really pushed myself that hard to be able to do, you know, like a barbell raise like for my triceps. As you just saw, I finished up a dope, bro, like a sick dude, like a sweet pump, shoulder pump. I was meaning to ask you guys who do watch my videos and who are probably a little more knowledgeable in what's going on right now. In terms of the vaccine, I know it's a very controversial and an opinionative conversation to have because some people don't really care for it, some people do want it. For somebody who is on a cycle, are you eligible? Actually, that's the wrong word to use. Eligible, are you allowed? Are you okay with being vaccinated? I'm only asking this because my friend recently got her lips done. So they put Juvederm in her lips, and she had gotten her vaccine a couple weeks, I would say, before that. Oh, I'm gonna like fall with this little setup I have. She got vaccinated and she got Juvederm in her lips, and guys, they didn't mix. Like she had a really bad reaction, like her lips like puffed up, and she tried everything to get the swelling to go down, and she had to go to the hospital. So now my question is, I have to do a little more research, but somebody who is on a cycle, are you able to get the vaccine? Anybody who is knowledgeable in that, please let me know because I would like an answer to that. Before I end off, oh shoot. Before I end off this video, because I know I feel like I've been yippy-yapping my way through it, I don't well, no, it's not that I don't have rice at home. I do have rice, but I felt something like immediate and carby. Like right now, I was like, feed me carbs. But I stopped at like one of the grocery stores on the way home, and I was like, you know what? Like they have, you know how like grocery stores have their pre-cooked meals and stuff? I was like, give me some of your rice, dog. So I'm just gonna consume my rice. Oh. You're right. Nothing getting all over the damn carb. Honestly, nothing tastier than plain white rice. Honestly, the most gourmet meal for sure.